Hello people, I am Jaby Koay, joined by Achara KIRK.
What's up?
We've got something from Disney Plus Hotstar VIP, the YouTube channel. It's called Hotstar Specials Presents AARYA. Official trailer, Ram Madhvani and Sushmita Sen.
Yes.
So, okay. I was looking for more in the description to see what those roles were that Ram and Sushmita did. I'm guessing they're both talent in the movie?
Yes, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that Sushmita Sen is an actress.
The inclination is to say Sushita.
Yeah, like
Yeah, Sushmita is almost like makes you stop for a second, but once you get used to saying it, it's actually a very pretty name.
It is super pretty.
All right, let's go.
तुम मुझ पे भरोसा करती हो कि नहीं आर्या? तुम तैयार हो सब कुछ छोड़ के मेरे साथ जाने के लिए?
Where to? Oh.
He's going to be late again, huh? Come on, guys.
It's not gonna end well, is it there?
What the hell?
Is there a gun in the house?
ये छोटा सा अफीम का फूल कितने लोगों की जान ले सकता है?
हम लोग हेरोइन में डील नहीं करते, हम इलीगल दवाइयों का धंधा करते हैं।
If you don't leave this business, I'll divorce you.
क्या स्वीकार? मैम आपके पति पर आज जिंदा है गोली चली आपके पति दवाई के पीछे
Madhan is the director. Nirsha.
I'm basically from Aquatics Enforcement Bureau. Attempt to murder का केस है। आपको शक है किसी पर?
नहीं मारा ना उसे?
क्या? इसमें कहीं तुम्हारा हाथ तो नहीं है? मेरा 300 करोड़ का कंसाइनमेंट चोरी हो गया है। उसका कर्जा आप नहीं चुकाएंगे तो कौन चुकाएगा? We're actually running an international drug racket. वो आपके तीनों बच्चों को उठाकर ले जाएंगे।
फिर से वो बनो जो तुम हो, पंजे बाहर निकालो, शेरनी की तरह, ऐसे।
Oh shit.
मटके की मिट्टी से भी पक्के यहाँ पर है।
मैं अपनी फैमिली को बचाने के लिए कुछ भी कर सकती हूँ। तो पहले क्यों संभाला तूने हमारा धंधा? क्योंकि पहले धंधा मर्द संभालते थे, अब बचे नहीं।
Get it, girl.
आपको पता है आपकी मन में डॉन है, डॉन। भरोसा वही तोड़ते जिन पे भरोसा किया जाता है।
That's a very different tone from what we're getting for Disney Plus.
I know.
But anyway, this feels like a much better version of what's that movie called, The Kitchen?
Oh, with McCarthy.
Yeah.
I forget her first name.
I was gonna say Jenny McCarthy, but that's not
That's
right.
her cousin. Yeah, the other.
They're cousins?
Yeah, they're cousins. Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So The Kitchen is a movie, if that's the name of the film, it's a movie about these women who are all dating or married to people in the mafia, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then something happens with all those men. And there's a similar story again with widows, where like all their men get killed off or something like that in a bank robbery, and they have to end up having to step up to the plate. This looks like it's in the same sort of tone or inspired from, I don't know if it was inspired, but it has the same kind of feeling to it, except you're just dealing with one woman.
Yeah.
And you're seeing her step up to the plate. And I think that might be the better way to go, because you're just focusing on that one individual as opposed to a collection of people.
It's like one woman, one family, one story.
I suppose the message is a little different there with widows and kitchen, because the overarching message is women need to stick together and help each other out. Whereas this is just about this woman's journey. I'm not as exposed to her in terms of like her portfolio, her filmography. If I've watched her before and I just forgot, I apologize. I like the presence she has on screen. And the cool thing that you're seeing here is that she has to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
Because initially she starts out very reluctant, like Michael Corleone. Like she initially is like, I don't want any part of this, I'm gonna divorce you, etc., etc. But then her husband gets killed and she realizes that in order to come out the other side, she has to go deeper in.
I was kind of getting Breaking Bad vibes in the sense of like, in the beginning, she's like a very different person to who she has to become. She's just like this lady who has her little family life, and she's married this guy who she's in love with and has this lifestyle that she likes, and then all of a sudden, like, everything just turns around and she has to step up to the plate and she becomes someone who's actually very powerful and scary. I like that part where the guy was like, you know, you're a tigress, show him your claws. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. What's always fascinating to me is how anyone gets involved in the drug scene, the illegal drug scene anyway. I know, but still, everyone knows about Pablo Escobar. That didn't end well. And these stories don't ever end well for anyone who's famous and involved in drugs.
Well, like, because people get this false sense of security. Well, that won't happen to me because I'll be careful.
How can you be so delusional, though? It happens to the biggest people with so much power and, like, armies of people with guns protecting them, and they still get taken down.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's not involved out of a choice. She's sort of pulled into the situation, which makes it more interesting.
Yes.
Which makes her hero's journey more interesting, because it's one of those things where an event happens and now she has no choice but to go forward. Very much Joseph Campbell, where she has to proceed this way now.
There's no turning back. Like, she has to save her family. I think if it was just a matter of, well, they were married, but she has no kids, then fine. It's just her on her own. But suddenly there's children involved, and they're saying they're going to kidnap her kids. And that's really terrifying as a parent.
I've seen Nirja. That was one of the first Indian films that I've watched. And I remember liking that film quite a bit. The only thing I didn't like was how one of the main characters died in the movie. It felt very much like Sirius Black in the Harry Potter film, where you're lingering and you're making it slow-mo and dramatic, as opposed to it just happening.
Like, they just died. Can we move on?
Well, no, I mean, it shouldn't be like that necessarily, but like, it should feel real. Like, Nirja feels real in general, up until that kill. And it's like, why did you linger like that? And I know why. I know why they did. For those of you that have seen the film, you know what I'm talking about. I know why they lingered, but I just don't think they should have, because you want to hit people hard, and I feel like you hit them harder if it just happens abruptly.
Right.
Kind of like Saving Private Ryan. There are characters who get shot in that movie and they're just dead.
And you're just like, oh,
and
I really liked you.
Yeah, and it's so sudden. Like, okay, even though I hated that he died in this movie, in Burn After Reading, when Brad Pitt gets shot in the head, it's like, it hits you so suddenly. You're shocked. And you don't know what to do as an audience. It hurts, because he's such a likable character. I'm really hoping that Ram Madhvani has grown from Nirja to an even better filmmaker. It looks like he has. This story looks very compelling. I'm very much intrigued and very much want to watch this. And so we'll have to get the situation thing where the
I mean, there's so
Tunnel Bear, what's it called?
VPN.
VPN. We'll have to get the VPN so we can watch the show.
There's so many interesting shows coming out of India right now, and there's so much choice. I feel like you'd be hard pressed. You know, you've got Disney Plus, Hotstar, and they're hitting you with stuff like this, whereas Disney over here is very much like
family friendly.
Family friendly cartoons and like cute things and Star Wars. And then you've also got various other platforms, Amazon, Netflix, and like other different ones too to watch. It's like, wow, there's so much good stuff.
That's why we have Hulu. Disney owns Hulu. Hulu is more edgy. It's more the grown-up programming, right?
Right.
That's why you have Hulu over here. Over there, I guess you don't need it. Disney has an image. It's got a branding over here of family-friendly, which makes it more difficult to just put out something that's for grown-ups on Disney Plus for America.
Unless it's The Mandalorian.
But like The Rock, the movie The Rock is actually Disney produced. But you wouldn't know that. I remember seeing on the DVD, it had the little Buena Vista logo, but you wouldn't ever find that on the film's intro. You won't see that because it's a conflict of branding.
The only one thing that I would say about this trailer, though, is I feel like I literally just watched the entire show.
Yeah, that is bad. I didn't see who the bad guy was. And they showed you that scene where she kills the villain twice.
Ultimately, what I'm saying is that doesn't like dim my interest in it. I know from seeing this trailer, I'm like, I basically saw her entire character arc. There wasn't really anything left to the imagination, you know, because you're not asking the question of, but does she step up to the plate? Like, can she do it? You're like, nah, I just saw her. She's a badass lady. She gets it. I'm still interested. I would still sit down and watch this, even though they did that. But I wish that were they to do another trailer or like in the future, if they would just leave a little bit more to the imagination.
It's tough because you're trying to get the audience hooked. And I get what you're saying. I agree with you. They did give away so much, which is frustrating. But it's about the journey, not the ending.
I said, it's not going to stop me from wanting to watch it. At least I hope they didn't just like give away like the twist or anything like that, you know.
I'm fairly certain you're right, but it still looks very interesting and compelling, and I would love to. I want to support good shit, so I would totally watch this and review it. So you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Let us know your feelings in the comments below. Check out Achara KIRK on the social media, as well as the Jabs, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon. All notifications helps us out, helps you out, so you get notified when we drop another video, and YouTube will suggest to you things that are stuff that you like. And in general, it makes YouTube the overlord happy. So thanks so much for hanging out. Love y'all. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Achara KIRK.
Peace out.